Chosen one, God said your rise will surprise your family. You are stepping into a season where your growth, your elevation, and your transformation will no longer remain internal. It will begin to manifest in ways that others cannot ignore. For a long time, you have been evolving silently. You have been healing in private, learning in silence, battling battles no one understood, and building a version of yourself that others have not yet seen. People around you only know the versions of you they met, who you were in your struggle, in your uncertainty, in your old patterns. They have not met the version of you that is emerging now. This next chapter will not just elevate your life, it will shift how others perceive you. Before we go deeper, Chosen One, stay with this message until the very end and write your warmest wishes along with 144 in the comments. This is not simply engagement, it is declaration. Writing your wishes activates intention, and 144 aligns your spirit with divine completion, manifestation, and ordered expansion. This moment is spiritual alignment, not coincidence. Chosen One, God said your rise will surprise your family. Now, Chosen One, press the hype button, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's start. Many people only understand you based on the role you once played in their lives. They remember you by your limitations, your wounds, your insecurities, your past failures, your mistakes, or your silence. They have not witnessed the depth of transformation happening within you because your growth has been internal, spiritual, and unseen. They cannot see the new thoughts, the new discipline, the new confidence, the new purpose forming inside of you. But the moment your elevation becomes visible, it will challenge their assumptions. Not because you need validation, but because elevation speaks louder than explanation. Chosen One, your rise will surprise your family because they never expected you to be the one. Often, the people closest to you overlook your potential, not out of malice, but because they are familiar with your past. They remember who you used to be. They remember when you struggled. They remember when you doubted yourself. They remember when you played small to survive. They never saw the battles that reshaped you because those battles happened in silence. But now, what was built in private is about to be revealed publicly. You have been chosen to break cycles, to shift generational patterns, to elevate the family lineage, to create opportunities that did not exist before. Your rise is not just personal. It is transformative. It is spiritual work. It is generational work. It is destiny unfolding. You may have felt isolated, misunderstood, or unsupported not because you were unworthy, but because you were being prepared to lead, not to follow. Chosen One, elevation always begins where others stop believing in you. It happens at the point where you stop seeking approval and start seeking alignment. It begins when you decide to step into your identity regardless of who understands it. Your rise will surprise your family not because they doubted you maliciously, but because they could not see the vision that was planted inside you. The vision was given to you, not to them. You may notice that lately you've been thinking differently, bigger, deeper, more expansive. You no longer want the life that once felt good enough. You feel called to create more, become more, express more. That calling is not your imagination. It is the signal that your internal identity has already shifted. External evidence simply hasn't caught up yet. Chosen One, the rise will shock people because they still believe you are who you used to be. They do not yet recognize the version of you that has been forged through endurance. They did not see the nights you rebuilt yourself. They did not see the inner battles that strengthened your spirit. They did not see the identity shifts that matured your soul. But they will see the results. They will see the unfolding. They will see the transformation made visible. This elevation doesn't require you to prove anything to anyone. Your rise will speak for itself. People will silently reevaluate everything they thought they knew about you. You won't have to announce it. You won't have to convince anyone. The results of your growth will do the speaking. Chosen one, part of this rise involves separating from expectations others placed on you. Family may have tried to define who you could be based on tradition, past roles, or limited vision. But you were not born to be confined by expectations. You were born to transcend them. You are stepping into a destiny that may not align with what your family imagined, but it aligns with what your spirit knows. This rise will also reveal the difference between those who supported you because they believed in you and those who simply tolerated you because you stayed small. Some will celebrate your growth. Some will feel uncomfortable because your elevation challenges their stagnation. This is not your burden to carry. Growth will always reveal truth. Chosen one, your path is shifting from potential to manifestation. You have carried greatness in your spirit long before it became visible. Now is the moment your life begins reflecting the strength, depth, and purpose you have cultivated internally. You are stepping into a version of yourself that your past could not contain. And the world, including your family, will witness it. Chosen one, as this rise unfolds, you may begin to feel distance forming between who you are becoming and who your family still thinks you are. This distance is not emotional disconnection. It is spiritual development. You are evolving faster than the identities others have assigned to you. People may still speak to you as if you are small because they have not updated their understanding of who you are. They still expect you to show up in roles you have outgrown. They still interact with you based on memories, not reality. But your rise will require you to step into a new expression of yourself, even when others have not yet caught up. What is happening now is a shift in authority. You no longer see yourself through the lens of how others labeled you. You are rewriting your identity from the inside out. Where you once questioned yourself, you now trust yourself. Where you once minimized your gifts, you now recognize your power. Where you once sought permission, you now move with alignment. This internal shift is the foundation of your elevation. Your family may not recognize this new voice in you at first, but they will begin to see the results of it soon. Chosen one, your rise will surprise your family because your transformation didn't happen publicly. They didn't witness the inner restructuring, the nights of self-reflection, the shifts in mindset, the discipline you built quietly, the healing you did alone, the emotional maturity that formed through pain. They didn't see the battles that shaped your spirit. They will only see the strength that came from them. Growth that happens in silence is always misunderstood until the results arrive. You may also notice that you no longer feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. There is a calm confidence forming inside you that doesn't demand validation. You speak less and build more. You explain less and execute more. You rely less on being understood and more on being aligned. That shift alone separates you from the version of yourself that your family once knew. Your silence now is not insecurity. It is preparation. Chosen one, you have reached a point where you can no longer shrink to remain relatable. You cannot hide your growth to make others comfortable. You cannot dim your light to match the expectations of those who stopped growing. Your rise requires boldness, not permission. And while some may be shocked by your transformation, others will be inspired by it. Your elevation will reveal their readiness to evolve as well. This season is also teaching you to hold love while holding distance. You can honor your family without adopting their limitations. You can stay connected without staying confined. You can love them without inheriting their fears. You are breaking cycles, not relationships. Your rise may begin alone, but its impact will not end with you. Chosen one, part of this elevation involves redefining the role you play in your bloodline. You are not just another member of the family. You are the disruptor, the expander, the one who chooses a new direction. There is always one in every lineage who carries vision others cannot yet comprehend. You are that one. Your rise may shock them now, but it will make sense later, when they see what required faith before it produced evidence. You may also feel that life is placing more responsibility on your shoulders. Not burdens, responsibility, leadership, direction, vision. These are not signs that life is overwhelming you. They are signs that life is preparing you. People who rise into higher roles often feel the stretch before they feel the reward. Your spirit knows you were built for more, even if others cannot see why. Chosen one, the surprise will not come from your success alone. It will come from the speed of your transformation. The same people who underestimated you will wonder how you elevated so quickly. The truth is, the growth was not sudden. It was hidden. Your emergence is sudden only to those who were not witness to your becoming. Your family saw the cocoon, not the transformation inside it. You may also begin to notice shifts in how you carry yourself. Your posture is different. Your voice is clearer. Your energy is stronger. You speak with intention. You decide with certainty. You no longer move like someone waiting for life to choose them. You move like someone who knows they are chosen. That subtle shift in identity is what your family will feel before they understand it. Chosen one, your rise will not just change how others see you, it will change how they see themselves. Your elevation will challenge their excuses. Your growth will expose their stagnation. Your discipline will reveal what they avoided. Some will be inspired to rise. Others will feel threatened. Do not shrink to soothe either reaction. Your responsibility is to become, not to manage how others react to your becoming. This season is about stepping into a version of yourself that cannot be overlooked. You are no longer the overlooked one. You are no longer the underestimated one. You are no longer the silent one. You are becoming the breakthrough your family did not see coming. Chosen one, as this transformation expands, you may notice a shift in the roles that once defined your place within your family. Where you once looked to others for direction, now others begin looking to you. Where you once followed tradition, now you innovate. Where you once conformed to expectations, now you create new standards. This reversal is not accidental. It is the natural outcome of someone who has outgrown generational patterns and stepped into spiritual authority. Your rise will surprise your family not only because of what you achieve, but because of how you now carry yourself. You are no longer trying to fit into the version of you they remember. You stand differently. You speak with intention. You make decisions from purpose rather than pressure. You are no longer seeking a place, you are establishing one. You are no longer trying to belong. You are becoming someone others align around. Chosen one, there may be moments where you feel emotionally distant from familiar dynamics. Conversations that once felt normal now feel outdated. Expectations that once influenced you now feel irrelevant. This is not disconnection. It is evolution. Growth always creates distance from who you used to be before it creates closeness to who you are becoming. You are not leaving your family. You are leaving former versions of yourself that no longer fit. You may also notice that you feel called to make independent decisions without seeking approval. You trust your path even when others don't understand it. You choose differently, not to rebel, but to align. The more you step into your purpose, the more you realize that validation is a luxury, not a requirement. Your rise will make sense to others only after it manifests, not while it is being built. Chosen one, part of what will surprise your family is the resilience you developed privately. They saw moments where you struggled, but they did not see the inner strength that formed because of those struggles. They saw you break, but they did not see how you rebuilt. They saw the silence, but they did not hear the prayers, affirmations, and decisions made in that silence. Now, they will see the results of that inner work, and it will redefine their perception of you. Another key aspect of this elevation is that you are healing generational wounds rather than repeating them. You are processing emotions your ancestors suppressed. You are making choices they couldn't. You are creating opportunities they never had. Healing does not just benefit you, it rewrites the entire lineage. Your rise is a correction, not an accident. Chosen one, you may also start experiencing a shift in how responsibility moves through your family. You may be called to lead in moments where others once led. You may become the one people call for guidance, clarity, or support. Not because you asked to be chosen, but because you became capable. Leadership is rarely handed to those who demand it. It gravitates toward those who can hold it. You will notice that old labels no longer attach to you. You are not the family's quiet one, lost one, unprepared one, unstable one, or overlooked one. Those identities were born from past chapters, not your destiny. Your rise dissolves narratives that were never meant to define you. You are not who you were, and the world will see that soon. Chosen one, you may find yourself pursuing things that your family never imagined. Different careers, different lifestyles, different paths, different values. This divergence is not betrayal. It is purpose. You are not abandoning tradition. You are expanding it. You are not rejecting your roots. You are growing beyond the soil you started in. Some may doubt your choices now, but they will celebrate your results later. Your elevation will turn confusion into clarity. Your consistency will turn disbelief into admiration. Your transformation will turn silence into respect. Chosen one, your rise will not only surprise your family, it will shift what your family believes is possible. You will become evidence that limitation is not destiny. You will become proof that the story can change. You will become the example others reference when they finally choose to rise themselves. And soon, they will look at you not with disbelief, but with pride, and say, "We never saw this coming, but it makes sense now." Chosen one, as this rise becomes more visible, you will also begin to notice the subtle shifts in how people speak to you. Conversations that once carried doubt may turn into curiosity. Questions that once felt dismissive may turn into admiration. People who once offered unsolicited advice may now seek guidance from you. The dynamic changes not because you demanded respect, but because your growth quietly commands it. This shift may feel surreal at first. For so long, you were seen as the one still figuring things out, the one developing, the one learning. Now you are becoming the one who leads with confidence. Your decisions are not random, they are intentional. Your voice is not hesitant, it is affirmed. You do not just grow, you embody growth. The transformation is undeniable. Chosen one, your rise will surprise your family because you no longer need validation to move forward. You no longer wait for approval to take action. Where once you needed reassurance, now you trust your inner wisdom. Where once you feared going first, now you embrace being the first. Your path is no longer shaped by permission. It is shaped by purpose. People will feel the difference before they understand it. You may also feel a pull away from old conversations that revolve around limitations, complaints, or negativity. Not because you are detached, but because you no longer resonate with energies that shrink your spirit. You have learned that not every discussion deserves access to your mind. The more you elevate, the more you choose depth, growth, clarity, and peace. Chosen one, this shift may create temporary discomfort in familiar relationships. Some will wonder why you are quieter, why you don't share every detail, why you don't ask for opinions. They may interpret your growth as distance, but what they do not see is that you are protecting a path that is still forming. You cannot share foundations while they are still drying. You are not withholding, you are stewarding. Your rise will also reveal who truly supports you. There will be people who celebrate your growth wholeheartedly. There will be others who grow silent in your success. And there may be a few who resist or question your elevation because your transformation challenges their sense of identity. Do not be discouraged. Elevation always exposes intentions. What remains after the shift is aligned. Chosen one, part of this rise is becoming comfortable with being different. You are not supposed to blend into the expectations of your past. You are not meant to fit the roles others assigned you. Your purpose is meant to stand out. When you embrace the uniqueness of your journey, you unlock levels of influence that staying small could never offer. You may also feel strongly drawn to environments that match your future rather than your history. New communities, new networks, new spaces where your ideas are nurtured rather than minimized. This magnetic pull is not coincidence, it is alignment. Your spirit gravitates toward places where your purpose can breathe. Chosen one, the elevation unfolding in your life is not only personal, it will impact how your family relates to you. They may begin looking to you as a reference point for strength. You may become the one who breaks emotional patterns, financial cycles, or cultural limitations. The first person to rise is often the first person to lead. You are stepping into that role, whether you realize it or not. Your rise will surprise them because it will feel like it happened suddenly. But you know it was anything but sudden. It was years of growth disguised as silence. It was transformation disguised as isolation. It was preparation disguised as waiting. What they see as overnight success is actually the moment your inner work becomes visible. Chosen one, life will place you in situations that ask you to operate at a higher level than you have before. Not to test you, but to reveal that you are ready. Opportunities that once felt too big will now feel appropriate. Responsibilities that once felt overwhelming will now feel aligned. You will realize that you are becoming the person your future has been waiting for. And when your family witnesses this version of you, confident, aligned, elevated, certain, there will be a shift not only in how they see you, but in how they see themselves. Your rise will not distance you from love. It will expand what love is capable of imagining. You are becoming the evidence that change is possible. Chosen one, as this elevation continues to unfold, you will begin to recognize that your success is not just a personal achievement, but a spiritual assignment. You are not rising simply to experience a better life. You are rising so that others can see what transformation looks like in real form. You are becoming proof that growth, healing, and discipline create outcomes that cannot be denied. Your rise carries purpose. There will come a time when the same people who casually overlooked your efforts will suddenly pay attention to your results. Not because you asked for recognition, but because your life will speak louder than explanations ever could. Your accomplishments will tell the story of your resilience. Your progress will reveal the truth about your potential. What once went unseen will become undeniable. Chosen one, you may also notice that you are no longer triggered by the same comments, expectations, or judgments that once hurt you. You have reached a level of emotional clarity where you understand that people can only perceive from their level of awareness. Their disbelief was never about your capability. It was about their inability to see beyond their own limitations. You have outgrown the need to be understood. Your rise will surprise your family because you no longer measure your worth through their acceptance. You are not waiting for acknowledgement to validate your path. You are not relying on approval to confirm your purpose. You move with a level of self-trust that was built from experience, not external guidance. People respect those who walk confidently in their identity, and you have finally stepped into yours. Chosen one, the momentum of this season will feel different. Opportunities will start to connect, not as random pieces, but as parts of a larger pattern. Skills you developed years ago will suddenly become useful. Experiences that once felt painful will reveal their wisdom. Every setback will show itself as training. Your life will begin to make sense in ways it didn't before, because you are viewing it from a higher level of perspective. You may also see unexpected shifts in how your family relates to your future. People who once questioned your direction may now show interest. Those who doubted your choices may ask how you did it. Those who resisted your transformation may slowly begin to mirror your habits. You are becoming a reference point, the example that redefines what is possible for those connected to you. Chosen one, this is not about superiority. It is about leadership that was forged through adversity. You did not rise because life was easy. You rose because life demanded strength, and you answered the demand. You stepped into responsibility when others avoided it. You evolved when others remained comfortable. That difference created a gap, and that gap is now becoming visible. There may also be new boundaries forming, not out of frustration, but out of clarity. You no longer give access to your energy without discernment. You no longer explain your dreams to those who cannot support them. You no longer shrink to maintain harmony. Boundaries are not separation, they are structure. They allow your purpose to grow without interference. Chosen one, your elevation will also bring new levels of opportunity that require maturity. You will be trusted with rooms that require confidence, decisions that require wisdom, and responsibilities that require emotional strength. These are not just signs of success. They are signs that you have become trustworthy with greater influence. Your family may be surprised by how naturally you step into these new roles, but they did not see the internal training, the patience you learned, the discipline you built, the faith that sustained you, the identity shifts that rewrote your patterns. What seems effortless now was earned long before it was visible. Chosen one, you are not just rising, you are rising with intention. You are rising with purpose. You are rising with humility. And because of that, your rise will not be temporary. It will be sustained. It will be anchored. It will last. This is the kind of elevation that changes the narrative for generations. Chosen one, as this chapter reaches its fullness, You will begin to realize that your rise is not something you step into suddenly. It is something you have been becoming piece by piece. You are no longer defined by past versions of yourself. You are no longer shaped by old narratives. You are no longer confined by the expectations that once boxed you in. You have crossed a threshold where your identity no longer matches your past, and because of that, your future can finally meet you. There will be a moment where everything you've been working toward aligns: your confidence, your clarity, your timing, your purpose. In that moment, your growth will speak louder than anything you could say. Your family will not just see what you've done, they will see who you have become. They will recognize that you did not rise by accident. You rose because you answered a calling that was placed on you long before anyone believed in it. Chosen one, your elevation will humble you, not inflate you. You will not feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. Instead, you will feel gratitude for the path, respect for the process, and understanding for those who could not see your vision. When people finally recognize your greatness, you will not respond with, "I told you so." You will respond with grace, because you know the journey required more silence than validation. You will also find that the higher you rise, the more compassionate you become. Not everyone has the strength to evolve. Not everyone has the courage to break cycles. Not everyone has the resilience to change. Your growth will give others permission to grow too. The same people who underestimated you may one day thank you for leading the way simply by becoming who you were meant to be. Chosen one, your rise will surprise your family because they were not there for the moments that shaped you. They did not see the nights you questioned your path. They did not see the internal conversations where you chose faith over fear. They did not see the tears, the discipline, the surrender, the rebuilding. But they will see the result, and the result will speak with more authority than any explanation ever could. And as this transformation becomes undeniable, you will notice a peace settling in your spirit. Not because everything is easy, but because you finally understand that you are walking in alignment with your purpose. You are no longer pulled back by doubt. You are no longer weighed down by expectations. You are no longer negotiating your worth. You have stepped into yourself fully. Chosen one, your rise is not meant to create distance. It is meant to create possibility. Your elevation is a door opener. It expands what the people connected to you believe is possible. You are not shifting away from love. You are expanding the capacity of love. Your journey becomes a blueprint, a reference point, a reminder that destiny is not inherited. It is created. And there will come a day when your family looks at you and realizes that the quiet one, the misunderstood one, the underestimated one, the one they didn't see coming, was the one chosen to lead. Not because you were better, but because you were willing. Not because you were expected, but because you were prepared. Not because it was easy, but because it was aligned. That day is closer than you think. Chosen one, your rise is already in motion. Your transformation is already visible in the spiritual realm. Your future is already assembling itself around your identity. The world is about to see the version of you that only your spirit has known. You are stepping into a chapter where elevation is not just something you experience, it is something you embody. You are chosen. You are rising, and soon everyone will see it.